Welcome back. We are here on part 4 of our phone sales training. With the phone sales training, one of the things I'm going to offer to you right now is a completely different way of thinking. And it's going to be unique for each one of the areas in which you're selling. But one of the things I want you to actually realize is that the people that are calling you, the people that are looking for a product that you are selling, okay, aren't necessarily as convinced and sold on that product as they would like you to believe they are. Now, it's not saying that it's their issue that they are, wishy-washy kind of people and they're not knowing what they want. Some people don't. We know that. But the ones that call in and say, this is the only thing I want from you, blah, 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 blah. We know that once I get face-to-face with somebody, if I have the opportunity to schedule that appointment and get them to come in, then I know the opportunity for them to change their mind or select a different product is always there. And that to me is a good thing. But I would also like to identify what is the hot buttons of this person over the telephone. So I do what I call shake it up. It's a shake up, meaning what? I'm going to step in during the phone call and I'm going to interject options to see how committed they are to the first thing they called about, the first product. I want to know what is their level of commitment. So I do this very, very well in the automotive space. In the automotive space, people are really set on a specific vehicle, so they think. And when they arrive at the dealership, then they get to see things. And a lot of times we hear, you know what, that's not the same color, it doesn't look the same way as it did online. Okay, or we have some aftermarket accessories on something and they go, I really like those wheels better than the factory wheels. I do like these options on this one. Can I get this on this on this? And we can custom build things for them. And a lot of times that's a great opportunity, except it took us off of everything that we talked about in the beginning where they were so hell-bent on getting whatever it was they wanted. So I want to interject and see, is there a way I can find out what is the most important to this person compared to what it is they're saying that they want? So I always throw out there on the automotive side, I say, because we're a customer-focused dealership, I want to present you with all the options available. With that in mind, are you specifically and only looking for a 2019 Explorer? Okay, or would you consider one with low miles, full written warranty, equipped the way you wanted, with a savings to you of $3,000, $4,000, possibly even $5,000? Is that something you'd consider? Because we can help you either way. Okay, now if that person comes back and goes, well, no, I'd rather go for that one. What does that tell you is more important? It's more important for them to get the savings than it was about the actual part. Now, here's what I need you to really understand what's going on. So I will tell you that across the United States, we have those little Quickie Mart things called 7-Eleven. At a 7-Eleven, which is a store filled with bad decisions, right? There's hardly anything healthy for you. And I'm not saying anything bad, because when you need to go grab something quick, you need some energy boost, you need something, you're going to go there. So when you go in there, you walk in, what you don't expect to see is right next to the register is this little wicker basket filled with fruit. And you look at it and go, wow, why is it filled with fruit? But you walk up to the counter and you look at the guy and you say, I'll take the orange. And the guy looks at you and goes, what about a banana? Right? Isn't that creepy? Isn't there something wrong with that? So you got to make sure that when you go offer something to somebody else, there has to be a benefit to it. But if I turned around and I walked up and I said, hey, can I get an orange? And he says, well, the apples are buy one, get one free, and if you want. And then I stop and I go, oh, maybe, is it possible I just wanted a piece of fruit? Is it possible I thought I wanted a 30-year jumbo loan, blah, 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 when you could show me something different and all of a sudden it makes more sense and benefit for me? But if I only wanted a piece of fruit, isn't it possible I go, well, then give me the 2 apples. And I'll eat one and I'll give one to somebody else. And now, look, I'm sharing the healthiness all over. Oh, I'm so great. But again, when you stop and realize that that person that's calling you believes they only wanted the orange. So when you come up and say, now, are you specifically only looking for the orange? Or would you consider an apple if it's buy one, get one free? And their answer is, I would much rather go with that. So now I have the opportunity, and that can be used in every different sales arena that there is. just asking somebody. And the weak one is saying, is that the only thing you're considering? Or are you considering anything else at this time? Then all of a sudden they go, well, no, actually I'm just pre-approved with my credit union for a certain amount, blah, blah, blah. Now I know that it's not as important about the first thing they called in about. So in the world of automotive, where if it's on a used car or on a special edition vehicle itself, on a new car, does that make sense to you that as soon as they go, well, I'd rather I'm sure I'll consider the one with the low miles, full written warranty if I can save $5,000. Okay? So if that's the case and they can save $5,000 and they're like, yeah, I'm okay with it, then does it really matter about the first vehicle they called about? No, I've just increased my ability to set an appointment and keep an appointment because they told me it's not that important of a deal to have just that vehicle. And when they show up and I go, I'm sorry, that vehicle is sold. And they go, well, why didn't you stop me from coming in? I go, because you said you would consider one here. And that's what I have right here for you. And now I'm going to show it to them. Or when they get in and now they realize that they don't qualify for that new one and the way it's set up, I have this other backup one to say, here's something now. So now I have the ability to sell more than just one. And again, I don't need you to say, yes, I will take it right now, right? Forget the first one. All I want to know is that, you know what? Because I could help you either way. It's very non-committal. And they go, sure, I would. Then my answer is great. If sure you would, then let's go ahead and move on to that one. So remember, shake it up. Offer them something different than what they originally called about to test their level of commitment to the product or the service that they said that they're on. Okay? See you in the next episode.